We begin with massive school protests across the country today. Right now, Sky King is up and over Occidental Park in Pioneer Square, just south of downtown Seattle. Students walking out of class protesting gun violence in America on this, the 19th anniversary of the school shooting at Columbine High. We have team coverage this afternoon. Let's go right now to King 5's Alyssa Hahn.
Hi, Mark. We're here at Burien City Hall, a pretty powerful display going on behind me. I'll step out of the way so you can see it. We have about more than 50 Highline High School students who have walked out of school. They're gathered here in the courtyard outside of City Hall. You see all the names on those signs? Those are all young kids who have lost their lives to gun violence here in the Burien area. We've been telling you in recent weeks about some of the gun violence that has been going on here in Burien. The two girls who are in the middle, Iviana and Elizabeth, those were the two teenage girls who were shot and killed in an apartment complex parking lot. The orange handprints, the orange is sort of a tribute to the Parkland High School that lost 17 kids in Florida. That's what the orange is from. The students are all here, sort of, and community members as well, standing up, telling their stories. One of the girls said something pretty powerful, that she is afraid to go out after 6 o'clock at night. And that is pretty mind-boggling if you think about it. And the Burien mayor is here. He welcomed them here. He said, come into City Hall, into City Council chambers whenever you want. Speak your mind, speak up, tell us what your concerns are. They all know that, hey, these are kids that are all going to be voting in 2 or 3 years, and the kids are aware of that as well. They want to put sort of the power behind their vote, and they want to let their community know that they're concerned. So this has been going on for about an hour now. We'll be here throughout the rest of the afternoon as this protest continues, but now we want to go live to Amy Moreno. She's up in Edmonds with a similar walkout. Amy.
Well, students are just starting to gather here at Edmonds Woodway High School. You could see quite a bit of a crowd is starting out here, and we're actually seeing students come here from a few other nearby schools to join this protest. They have several things planned today. They're going to have some speakers. They're going to be sharing some messages, a moment of silence for those who died in the Parkland attacks. Now, earlier this morning, we were up in Lake Stevens where they also had a walkout. They did theirs at about 9 o'clock. They went out to their football field. That group says their goal was not to push for one specific change in gun law or advocate for one specific thing. They just want teens to get involved in this issue. They want them to understand the issues and to push lawmakers to make whatever change they think is right.
Not pushing a certain political message. We're just saying whatever way that you believe is the best, you should fight for that, and pushing them to be more politically active and get their policymakers to listen about what they want to happen.
And those teens saying the emphasis really now is on voter registration. And even for those who can't vote, they want teens to feel like they have a voice. And that's why they've been holding these walkout events. The one here at Edmonds Woodway, they plan to go down the street. They have signs. They want people to join in with them and to understand their push for change. Now, this is not just happening here. This is happening all over Western Washington. I want to go now to Chris Daniels, who is in Seattle, with more on what's happening there. Chris?
Yeah, hi Amy. We are here at Occidental Park in Seattle. This is where a lot of the students have now marched to for a noontime presentation here in the park, with these students speaking out against gun violence. Now, there are some students that we just met here from Ballard High School who are part of this. Hadley, you walked out at 11 a.m. this morning. Tell me why you're here today.
I'm here because I'm sick of people dying because it's too easy to get a gun in this country.
What do you think the point is, though, of walking out of class to do this?
Well, I think we need to let people know that we're here and we're not leaving. So, we just need to keep this going so that we can, let people know we're here and we're not going to go away until something changes.
Why do you think this has resonated now with so many students like yourself after the Stoneman Douglas shooting? Here we are talking about Columbine, which was happened before you were born, I should point out. Why is this resonating now?
Well, I think it just, the last shooting in Parkland has made it so that, the Parkland kids, I think they finally decided that they've had enough, and I think they kind of started this whole movement, yeah.
What does your sign say here? What message are you trying to get across to people who are old enough to vote that can make decisions here in all this?
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of people are saying that like we're too young to like speak out against this, but you know, really we're old enough to get shot, so we should have a say in all of this.
All right, thank you, Hadley and friends here from Ballard High School. You can see over Hadley's shoulder and over the students' shoulders here that there is a presentation now underway for all of these students who have now walked out of class to speak up about gun violence. You can see that it's happening here in downtown, in Pioneer Square at Occidental Park. We'll keep an eye on it, but for now, let's send it back to you, Mark.
All right, Chris Daniels, thank you for that team coverage there.